To Movie Night, the night where we talk about movies. I'm your host, Tremain. Hayhoe. This is the co-host, Tom Kelley. Tonight, we've got a really fun show. We're going to briefly talk about the box office over the weekend, of course, and we are going to talk about the Super Bowl commercials for the movies. Keep it strictly movie related, I think. And also, we will be talking about the movies we're looking forward to this year. And we've got a list. Tom's got a list for us ready, and it's going to be great. So, all right, you guys ready? Strap in. It's movie night.
Hi, baby, baby, movie night, baby. 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 Watch a movie and we talk about it. Then we talk about it on the show. Watch a movie and we talk about it. Then we talk about it on the show. Movie night, baby. 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 Hey ho, and I guess what I do. Oh, movie night on YouTube. Hey ho, and I guess what I do. Oh, movie night on YouTube. Movie night, baby. 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 It's movie night, baby. It's movie night, baby. 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 Movie night, baby.
Okay, welcome. We are off.
Here we go.
Hello. Hello, Tom. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm tired. I am wiped out. You know, sometimes you get into that creative flow, and you look back over the week, and I'm not exaggerating. Since the last time we've talked, I for sure have not slept more than 4 hours in a row, and total is probably 20 hours, maybe.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Over 7 days.
Yeah, I mean,
Dang.
I'm just blowing and going. I got so many projects at once, and you get done with one, or you think you're almost done, and two more pop up, and it's crazy.
That's great, though. It's great to be in that creative flow because you kind of get into it. I go through spurts too, where I'm just all creative all the time, barely even sleeping, not even wanting to sleep.
No,
Or just,
yeah, I can't.
right?
You know,
Yeah.
you lay down, and it's like, okay, you sleep maybe an hour, and you roll over, and you go, oh my gosh, I know what to do. I know what to do. 4:30 in the morning, and you're like, what to do is to go back to sleep, you idiot. But no, I get up, and you got to come running in here, and it's like, okay. And start sounding like QT or something, you know. All right, here's what
All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. See. All right. I was joking about that with my friend Matt. He loves Quentin Tarantino so much. And yeah, so do I. So do I. I do. I'm not as much of a fanboy as he is, or as a lot of filmmakers are. But at the same time, yeah, fantastic. Obviously, fantastic filmmaker.
Yeah, but you can be just like you can be a great singer and a total jerk. You know, you can be great at something, and everybody respects you for what you're great at. But the truth is, I mean, there are people who I've worked with in my long career who I love working with them, but I don't want to have a beer with them.
Yeah, right.
I love having a beer with, but I would never want to work with that guy.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, that's a great point. And they are very different too, because you don't want to work with some people, and some people it's like they're great to work with, but you sit down and start to have a beer with them and almost immediately regret it.
Well,
It's like,
you mentioned a week or two ago that you appreciated Leo DiCaprio's work.
yeah.
Um, I think he would be really interesting to direct and work with, but I'd probably punch him in the first 5 minutes if we were having a beer.
Really? What
Yeah,
interesting. What makes you say that?
for the same reason everybody wants to punch Billie Eilish right now, because of all just the BS that they put out there. It's like, okay, you really believe we're living on stolen land? Hand me your keys. I'm going to give it to a migrant family. And shut up.
I know. I love those the YouTuber pranks where they're like, "Hey, you sign a petition to to help stolen land. People get their land that was stolen back." And they're like, "Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, no, I signed the petition. I'll sign it." And they're like, "Okay, all right, guys, come on, come on in. We've got the Hayhoe tribe. There's only 25 of them, guys. Guys, come on in. Come on in." And that is a tough thing. Ricky Gervais even said with the Grammys, he's like, man, they still haven't learned. And I don't think it's ever. I don't know. Do you think it will ever change? Do you think it will ever? Adam Carolla.
Go back to Francis Ford, or no, I'm sorry,
Oh, Marlon Brando when he accepted his
in the Indian.
yeah,
He
right.
wasn't even actually an Indian, by the way. All of that stuff is just, you're an actor. I love your acting. You are an amazing actor, singer, director,
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
If I want your political opinion, I will come to your house and beat it out of you myself. Otherwise, I care very much about your craft. I want to hear how you managed to make that movie. I want to hear how. I mean, it looked like a horrible way to shoot a movie. I mean, it looked like you were in pain the entire time. Tell me the behind this. I want to have that conversation. I could not care less whether you love the president, hate the president, think we should invade Greenland or give Venezuela back their president. I don't care.
Well, and what's great now about social media is everybody has an opinion, right?
I know.
Everyone, yeah, and everyone's an expert, right? They're an expert because they saw a headline, and we're going to talk about the Super Bowl. We kind of have to just talk about it real quick. Is people are up in arms about the halftime show? Okay, the halftime show, which I thought was terrible, production quality wise, it was great. The music, I'm not a fan of the music. And then there was the other halftime show. That was a production which I didn't think was that great. I didn't think either one of them were that great. And it's like, oh my god, sorry, I'm my political opinion. I didn't like either one of them. Not in terms of entertainment. The main one was probably more entertaining, just in terms of production quality and the grass people or whatever. But there's people that get so riled up. It's like, guys, again, it's entertainment, but right, but you want the whole game to be entertaining, and then at halftime you want to have a fun show, right? Just have a fun show. And once you're trying to tell people what to say or what to think or how to think, or it's just it's tough. I think for filmmakers especially, you have to just let your movies do the talking. And people can love the movie, and people that can hate the movie. Guess what? People are allowed to have opinions. I could like those songs that Bunny did, or I could not like them. I wasn't a personal fan of the songs. I didn't know what they were saying, and I guess I looked at the lyrics, and I wish I still didn't know what he actually said. But that's neither here. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, people get so divisive. It's like, dude, we're talking about opinions. Okay, this isn't a court of law. This isn't stuff where we have to. And again, I'll be the first person to say, look, I'm not an expert. Okay. The only thing I'm pseudo an expert on is movies. And I would argue you're probably just as much of a movie expert as I am, if not more of an expert, because you've got more, you've got more experience than I do.
Hey,
So,
hey, hey!
hey, that's a good
remark.
way of putting it, right? More
Yeah.
experience, more wise, more wisdom.
Yeah.
But you're right. I think it's something that, I mean, we should be able to have a conversation. I almost said have a concussion. We don't want to do that, but although some people might get one. Yeah, some people's opinions, it's like, dude, come on. And then they just repeat whatever they're told. I'm like, look, if you guys say it's the worst show in the world, I'll watch it and I'll say, okay, yeah, that was the worst show, or that wasn't so bad. I didn't really care, right? I mean, I think it's you're allowed to have an opinion. Sometimes the opinion is, but an unwarranted opinion, I think, is what we're more talking about. Where it's like,
I'm just I did not turn on the award show to get your opinion on politics. That's not why I turned on.
Exactly. We're here to talk about and celebrate movies, right? Yes.
Or Grammys or whatever. I did not turn on the TV to see that. If I wanted to see that, there's 1.6 million versions of YouTube, some of which you actually, were in, that tell me your political opinion. I'll go get that on my own.
Right. Yeah. Hear that out.
What does Leo think of Trump? I don't care. And if I do care, I'll go ask him or write him a letter or something. But I don't care. I don't care.
Right. And again, it's whether it's Trump or Biden or Obama or Bush or whoever.
I don't care.
It's again, this isn't the whole reason for entertainment. Although there are politically motivated films and there are movies about politics, and there, that's a subgenre of film, where you can say, hey, it's a good movie. It's a great, this movie was trying to brainwash me, or it was objectively just telling a story. I think that critical thinking should be really, really like top notch categories in schools and everywhere else where we can really, right? It's like, let's just discern it. Okay, did this news article from TMZ accurately describe this show in a headline, right? In a clickbait headline, and right, or actor, and it goes both ways on both sides. I cringe so much on the Kid Rock show. I cringe so much at that because he's not even trying. He's lip syncing the whole thing, and he's not even trying to actually lip sync it. You know what I mean?
I did not watch either one of the halftime shows.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was busy doing my creative stuff. The game was.
Did you watch the game? Did you watch the?
Oh yeah, I had okay. But when it came time for the halftime show, I hit the mute. Worked on some things. I had some audio things I wanted to work on. Good time to work on that. And then get back to having it down low and typing away. I did see one headline this morning. I didn't even click on it because it's just the kind of thing that drives me nuts. The headline said this. I'm going to try to quote it as best I can. Super Bowl halftime show reminds us that America is not just the United States.
Oh my gosh.
And I just get so tired of the mental masturbation of, sometimes it's just a guy singing. Okay. I mean, does everything have to be a political statement?
Totally. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
If you sing well, I would like to listen to you.
Let me make sure we're live, by the way. I don't even see that that we're
I don't
live.
see any chats.
I don't see any chat either.
It says on air at the top.
It does say on air.
But did you link to anything?
I did. I've got YouTube. Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay. It's okay. I linked it to my YouTube gaming channel, which has like wow. That was rookie moves here. Rookie moves. We're on Facebook,